our customers at the moment being Fortune 500 companies. Microsoft is right now positioned AI agents is pretty much the enhancing AI chatbots. Agents transform the industries because they have capabilities that we humans don't have. An entire department with 200 people, we will not be able to process that much information. Cut costs for external consultants. And this is 300 billion market. So we have a science agent that has access to 220 million scientific publications. Basically, in a way, how we develop our agents were basically hallucination free. Bad experience with ChatGPT because it produces nonsense. We're not into like improving the AI.
Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Agentic Intelligence featuring Dr. Tatjana Samsonowa-Denef, the visionary CEO and co-founder of Agents.inc. Today we'll explore how AI agents are transforming workflows for Fortune 500 companies, automating complex processes and delivering real-time results. Let's get started. Can you share your journey with AI and foundation of agents? What inspired you to focus on agentic workflows?
Yes, thank you. Well, we are already for quite a while in this area. Indeed, we believe we were the first ones on this planet to start talking about AI agents because we started our company in 2014. At that time, if I was pitching, like half of my pitch was explaining people about AI. And 3 years ago, finally with ChatGPT, completely this stuff gone. And I could jump right into explaining what AI agents are. And now today, probably for 5 months, everybody is talking about AI agents, and I don't even need to talk or explain what AI agents are. Just to explain to you, we spinned out the technology out of a research organization, and I bought shares of a research organization and together with my co-founder, Sebastian, who is responsible for technology, and I'm doing the business side. And since 2014, we are doing pretty much what we're doing today. And indeed, in 2014, we entered a competition run by SAP and Capgemini. And we won with the vision that we are building AI agents that are digital assistants or digital employees that support humans in doing their work very efficient, very, just taking away or being on 24/7 and doing the stuff while humans can have a dinner or can have a coffee or just sleep.
I see. So how do you define agentic AI workflows and what unique role do agents play in advancing this technology?
So see, we are looking a little bit different at AI agents because we have a lot of experience and we learn together with the challenges that our customers are giving us. And our customers at the moment being Fortune 500 companies, like bigger companies. So we've been learning with them, and our view is it's quite different from what is being discussed right now. So the majority sees AI agents as chatbots. Like, for instance, like a month ago, Satya Nadella was visiting us here in Berlin, and his second slide was all about AI agents and the way how Microsoft is right now positioned AI agents is pretty much the enhancing AI chatbots. Now, what we do, for us, AI agent is an algorithm that does many things, like automates entire workflows and just gives you the final result that the humans would like to. Because when you talk to people that are working in those companies, they don't want to chat with AI because it would be impossible to get this constant feedback, and as a human you're just not able to handle all that. So you don't want to chat, you just want to give a task and you want to receive a result. So this is what the companies want, and this is how we develop our agents. So basically the entire process is automated from the moment where the agent gets a task from a human. It goes out, it finds the information, it analyzes the information, it translates it, it summarizes it, it analyzes it, and gives you back basically the task that you were giving the agent.
Yeah, I see. My question is next about the difference between traditional chatbots and AI agents. So, what key advantages do they offer in real world applications?
So if we just let's get it a bit more concrete, okay? So our agents, for instance, one use case are monitoring politicians. Okay, so our agents monitoring all the politicians in, for example, in Brazil, everything that they are saying, like every 10 minutes, our agents are collecting all this data for a customer, and our customer basically has real-time information to any questions they are posing, or if something happens, if politicians are saying something important that can or may affect this company, they will be notified in basically real time to provide counter statements or to provide information to the politicians. And now the politicians are being tracked on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on their own websites, on even parliamentary speeches are being collected. And it is not just like, all this information is being processed and prepared so that as soon as the request from the human comes, the agent has the answer ready. So this has nothing to do with a chatbot, right? The chatbot is something that you don't have this real-time information. The chatbot, for instance, LLMs or like ChatGPT. So this model is already trained, and it was at one moment in time it stopped training the model. So this status is in the model. Yes. Do you see? So this is the difference because we're working. The agent combines company internal data and company external data. So it combines that and generates insights out of these two worlds.
See, I see. Now makes sense. So, what role does agent-based modeling play in simulating complex systems, and how it is applied in industries like healthcare or finance?
Okay, so see, what we have right now, we have a platform, and all our agents run on this platform. Our agents are all interoperable. It means one agent can give a task to another agent so they can communicate and they can work together. And now, if you think of a business or of a company, there's myriads of use cases, and sometimes they need to bring these insights together. For instance, if you are monitoring competitors, you want to know, I don't know, their patent portfolio. So you will have to call the patent, hey, there's this company, can you check them? So until they check that, the time goes by. Now, in our case, the competitors monitoring agent or company finder agent can give the task to patent agent, and you will get this information within 2 or 3 minutes, right? So complex systems can only work together when they really are interoperable, when they and you really can generate valuable insights when you get different data streams together. So this is how we work, you know. And for instance, we have customers in pharma, not directly healthcare, but pharma. And this is how it works, because to be able to make faster decisions, and we're talking about fast decision making already, like always, since SAP exists, right? Or Oracle, whatever. So today it is now possible with the systems of agentic systems, if they work together. Now the fast decision making is got possible in general.
I see. I see. So taking the examples from agents, how AI agents are being used to transform industries like automotive, healthcare, finance. Like, can you give any examples that agents is dealing with?
Okay, we're based in Germany, okay, and we have like here local customers like BMW or Porsche or others, which are not in healthcare. But agents transform the industries because they have capabilities that we humans don't have. And even if we would have, like, I don't know, an entire department with 200 people, we will not be able to process that much information, bring that together and get these insights. Now, for instance, our agents operate in 150 countries in local languages. So to bring that together so fast, it's for the human is impossible. Now, also we are in Europe, and Europe has 27 countries. And if we are talking about regulations, so we need to collect all the input from each European country. And when we are talking about the use case regulatory monitoring of regulations, you will have to translate the status quo from each country. And this is now what is possible. So for the humans being, it is just like, so the transformative power is just immense. And I am in no means of giving it putting a number to it, but what we are doing, we position our AI agents as digital employees, as like consultants to companies. Now the companies don't like to lay off their own employees, but what they really want to do, they are seeking now to cut costs for external consultants. And this is 300 billion market overall. Yeah, so this is what we're talking.
Yeah, I see. Interesting. So how do you ensure that AI agents are intuitive and accessible to users across different technical proficiencies?
Now there, so what the entire concept that we have is an agent store. It's like what app store for you, sorry, for your apps, yeah, for the iPhone or whatever. You go to the store and you download an app. So this is what we have right now. We have an agent store, and our customers can go into the store and just select an agent that they need right now. So they need this flexibility. And in the agents that are in store, they are all interoperable. Yeah. So this is our business model. We have an agent store. You just go there, you buy, our customers pay with tokens. So they buy a contingent of tokens, then they select just an agent that they need. They give it a task, say what they are looking for, in which geography, and then before hitting the start button, the agent calculates how many tokens this task will cost. And then the user just hits the tasks, the start, and then browses the results. So this is how it works. Now, so this is the accessibility. Yeah? So our customers can select in the agent store and just buy the capabilities of an agent.
That's amazing, accessibility that users have. So, talking about the ethical and practical consideration, what measures does agents take to ensure data privacy and avoid biasness in its AI agents framework?
Bias. So, both of us, my co-founder and I, have PhDs, so we come from science. We know what bias is. Okay, and all humans are biased. We are biased because when we are writing our scientific publications, we are reading like the most cited scientists or the most famous scientists, or those that we have heard on the conferences, or those that published interesting results. So for agents, it doesn't matter. Agents read all the publications and they generate state of the art in particular technology or in particular field within 2 minutes. And they don't mind if you are small, young, old, many publications, just one publication. They get all this input and they process all this input. So we have a science agent that has access to 220 million scientific publications, and you just give it a task. Like, let's say you say, I am interested in smart home technology. And then the agent goes out and finds all these publications, it generates it together, and it gives you the state of the art. This is what the scientists are thinking right now in this area. Yeah, so there's like biases in our way how we generate agents. There's almost no bias and there's almost no hallucination, where practically, so mathematically, there still can be hallucinations, but practically, in a way how we develop our agents, we're basically hallucination free.
Interesting. So what are the key challenges in deploying AI agents globally, and how do you address them in in a very restricted or resource constrained environments?
So the challenges are like for startups or for small companies, you have to deal with, very like those giants. Yeah. So you have to find the entry points. Very often they want to try something new, then it is easier. But very often they have bad experience with ChatGPT because it produces nonsense or is not useful results. Then you don't know who is the buyer, you don't know what are the processes. The processes take like more than 1 year. So you have to have a long breath, you have to have a lot of motivation to get into those companies. So depends what is your market, and I'm talking about the Fortune 500 companies, like the big companies. So it's not easy to make them, like, even though they want to try your technology, they are very careful because they don't know if you as a startup still exist tomorrow or not. Yeah, so they need many securities that.
I see. So, in your personal experience, what trends do you foresee shaping the future of agentic AI workflows? And how is
So
agents adapting to these changes?
yeah, so this is interesting, Rahel, because now what we are experiencing right now, we have agentic systems that work in one ecosystem. Let's say it is within one company. And just imagine the governments are also now generating agentic systems when they, for instance, want to automate procurement. So, and it will be interesting when not human works with the agent. but when agent works with an agent, because government agents, and they will say, so we are looking for services for XYZ, and then all other companies that have their agents will say, oh, there is a tender, we will apply for this tender. So what we will see in the future are this completely new time where agentic system will have to become very interoperable, like they will have to communicate with each other. But this is future. This is not where we're standing today. Yeah, so today we're really like trying to make it work within small ecosystems.
Basically, they need to be more intelligent.
Does it make sense? Yeah.
Yeah. They need to be more intelligent for that.
Yeah, they will.
Of course, definitely. With time, they will. So, what strategies do you employ to foster innovation within your team at Agents?
Oof. So we're all very diligent. We are very hardworking. We don't employ anyone who is not prepared to work at night. I'm joking. No, but honestly, to strive, you have to be creative. You have to look at the problems, at old problems with completely new ways, new fresh eyes, So, and for that, you have to know everything that is available. So, what was available 2 months ago and comparing with today, we're talking about completely new capabilities. So we always are on top of the newest developments, and we have to. So even though those companies that are already for a long time existent, we always have to be able to surprise them in terms of results. So we want to grow. So that's why we are raising now the round, and we want to grow, and we want to become more like. Even though today we are serving companies in Brazil, in US, and in Europe, we want to be international, want to go international. So, and this is what the next steps in terms of strategy are, just to become more international, to get more different, like diverse also team, like get many more nations, many more skills, and just to become very diversified team.
I see. So just asking a couple of questions related to AI agent development. So what foundational steps you'd recommend for businesses looking to implement AI agents effectively?
To businesses?
Yeah.
Well, it is good if depending on how big the businesses are. Now, we saw very successful processes when a company has like one voice, one department that collects internally all the use cases, evaluates all the AI agents, startups or companies that can provide services, and does it like really understand how the small companies work, that that this is not a giant working with a giant with payment terms for 3 months or something like that. So this doesn't work for startups.
Yeah.
So what we've learned is, like, many companies already now have a department that that internally collects the use cases, the problems, and then also communicates with for instance with us, right? So, and then they also have this view that how they can scale within the company, because it is very often not only one person has the same problem, but maybe the next department has the same problem. So my recommendation would be really to organize internally, to have one department who does the management of agentic systems, but also, to be well aligned with internal IT. This helps a lot because they already have some
Of the problem. Yeah.
Every company is, some trust Microsoft, another one tries trust other systems.
Yes.
So every customer brings his or her its own, set of confinements of rules.
Yeah.
And this is good to have those rules and not to realize them while the project is already ongoing.
I see. So talking about the customer-centric industries, how does AI agents actually analyze user behavior to improve engagement and outcomes?
All our agents that we have support humans in their work. For instance, like, both of us, Sebastian and myself, we not only were researching, but also we're teaching a lot of design thinking and human-centered AI and human-centered processes. So, for us, the process is with every agent very similar. It is the human who gives the task to an agent. And then also the agent is being improved constantly because we're looking at every use case. With every new customer, the agent is getting more and more capabilities and covers more use cases. So we always get the feedback from the humans and try to improve the outputs of the agent. We are now not into, from the AI perspective, we are not into like improving the AI. We are into improving the relevance of the output. Just imagine for one company, the AI agents needs to monitor the speed in the cities, within the cities. Yeah. So doesn't matter which company. And the agent finds information that the speed within Paris for the trains is XYZ, yeah, just one number. But it was not important for our customer because our customer was actually looking at the speed of the cars. So, but from the AI perspective, the agent identified the right information. So the city is talking about the speed. But right now, we are working with our agents into improve the relevance for individual customers. So this is already next level, yeah. So where we are working with the customers and working very closely with them to get their job done and to give them, more efficiency. So I'm not sure whether I answered your question, but this is something that is, so we're doing POCs with customers. And the POCs are very often like 5-6 months, so that we give the trust to customers that they can influence, they can give input, so that they can be sure that they receive valuable results afterwards.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, with agents recognized as the market leader, what do you see as the next big breakthrough in agentic AI?
Indeed, we just recently got this, from, we were, for instance, I don't know whether you know this research organization, which is called Everest Group. And they positioned us in their matrix as market performance leader even above Google and Microsoft, but obviously with less funds. So we were very proud of that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. The next step for us is to open up the platform, to invite all the others, in our store. For the moment being, it is controlled. Now, our next step will be to open up so that other startups can generate their agents and to position that in this store. Yeah. So this is our next step.
The AI agentic market, we can say that would be a
Yeah,
marketplace.
marketplace. So
Yeah.
basically marketplace. Yeah. So agent store to open up. We have already other startups that also develop agents, and they are already in our store. And as soon as we have new capabilities, we inform all our customer base, like, hey, there's a new agent, new capabilities. Think about that if it is valuable for you. Now the next step will be like App Store also doesn't develop their apps themselves, right? So they opened it up and everybody can develop an app and upload it. So this is the thing that we are going to do next.
Oh, that's amazing for especially for freelancers, for new developers, or people who are actually
Absolutely,
trying
absolutely.
newer
For
technologies.
startups, yeah. For
Amazing.
all the bright minds that
So,
are, on the verge of AI, that understand the pain points, that understand what can be done, what is useful right now for the companies.
that will open up you can say that more opportunity for more use cases will be there. So that more
Absolutely.
opportunity, more competition, of course. That's interesting approach. So just a couple of more, and then we'll wrap it up. So in what ways do you see AI agents reshaping global industries? And how can businesses prepare for this transformation?
Like, as I mentioned, we position our agent as consultants, like external consultants to companies. And this is indeed what we see is happening. If in the past companies have been booking or giving those contracts to consulting companies to give them the information about those markets, about those doing research, finding, like crunching the numbers or getting all those insights. This is something that is happening right now. So the companies are yet testing a lot of agentic systems,
Yeah.
and they will be doing that. They will. So these transformation steps will be in 2025 going on. So this is the year of AI, already not, only trying and doing POCs, but already implementing implementing those.
We really look forward to this, of course. So, last question. So, based on your entrepreneur journey, what advice would you offer to entrepreneurs aiming to make an impact in the AI industry or any other industry?
Oh, so my advice is, I'm a female, so I have two kids, I have a family, and this crazy business.
Yeah.
And
Great.
you have to be really motivated, and sometimes you have to, even though we think out of the box, even though we are very motivated and very proactive, we still, sometimes need to think out of the box and just try find new ways. And today's technology is just excellent. I mean, every startup needs to have customers, and there is no better book as a LinkedIn to find new customers. So I think the best advice is to not to lose this sparkle that you have, and to be persistent, because very often companies give up too early. I believe. I don't know. I'm building my own business, but looking at the others, and just be focused. Be focused.
All right. We'll definitely share with our audience. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Tajana, for this enlightening conversation. Your work at Agents is the forefront of AI innovation and inspiring to see how agentic workflows are shaping the future of business intelligence. We look forward to seeing more and more breakthroughs from agents. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Take care.
You
Bye.
too. Thank you. Bye.